Advanced aggregation with attribute map. In this video, I'm going to talk about another feature of the aggregation, and the name of that feature is attribute map. What is the attribute map? What is the concept of attribute map? And finally, how we can configure the attribute map. Let's talk about all of these topics. For example, we have a scenario, as you can see, include R1, R2, and also R3. R1 has a subnet in its BGP table 1100/24, and I injected these subnets into the BGP table of R1 with the network command. And also R2 has another subnet 1110/24, and I injected these subnets into the R2 with the redistribution command. Okay, you know that when you inject a route into the BGP table with network command, origin code attribute is set to I or IGP. And when you are using redistribution to inject a route into the BGP table of a router, the origin code automatically set to incomplete or question mark. Now, if I aggregate these routes in R2, for example, in R2, I am using this command. Look at here, router BGP 65001, for example, and then aggregate address to 1100.255.255.2540 with summary only. You know that when you are aggregating some subnets into a summary, the summaries or the summary routes attributes inherited from the attributes of the subnets. For example, as you know, when you are summarizing these two subnets to 1100/23, okay, as NLRI, now because we didn't use AS set, origin code set to I, okay, and also AS pass and also next stop should be set, okay, and all of these attributes inherited from the subnets inside of that summary, okay. We can use attribute map to change this behavior. We can use attribute map to advertise this or generate a new pass attributes for the summary route. For example, we can use attribute map to change the origin code, for example, to question mark or some other attributes. Because I didn't teach many of BGP attributes until now, I can't show you many attributes that we can change. But for example, we can change one of the attributes that we know about it. For example, origin code. Okay, it's easy. With attribute map, how? First, we should select the routes that we want to change its attributes with the route map. Look at here. First, I configure a prefix list, IP prefix list 1100 permit 1100/23, and then I should configure a route map. The route map name is A, for example, permit 10, and then in route map A, match IP address with the prefix list of 1100. This is the IP prefix list name. Okay, so easy. And after that, we should use attribute map feature of the aggregation command. Aggregate address to this address, summary only, and also attribute map means and use this attribute map. What is the attribute map? Route map, for example, A. Okay, this is the route map name. Let's check it. First, before using the attribute map, I want to summarize routes in R2 first. Let's configure the scenario. This is the R1 and then R2, okay, and finally R3. First, I want